Hi, Julie Torrens here. So, to catch people up, in case you are just discovering me, welcome. Working in this journal, yes, I've got the cover folded up, but it's not sewn yet. But I'm working on what I'm calling my urban junk journal. So I'll just give it a quick page through. It is ready to sew, and if we get that far, we'll be sewing it up today. If not, I'll certainly be sewing it up soon. But you can see where I'm at. Obviously, it needs decorating, it needs writing spaces, but I just wanted kind of a edgy, urban sort of feel. I love big cities. We missed a page, and it's one of my favorites. Right there. Yes, so there's the middle. So you're getting an idea of what I'm doing. Trying to do, I guess I should say. So we'll set this aside, but not too far, because as I say, now here is the box of what I have ready, both pockets and things to put in pockets. And look what I found. A Grand Rapids city postcard. Very hard to find, rare in my city for some reason. Set that aside. Here is some more things that we need to decorate and get ready for the urban journal. So let's get a start here. And I just grabbed the top thing and I'm going to start getting it ready. Oh, that's a round corner. Nothing wrong with that. It's just not what I had in mind. There we go. Kind of make it tag shape, which I think is pretty. Oh boy. I guess I didn't clean up as well as I thought between, but that's okay. So, how are you? I hope you're doing well. All right, decorating up the old urban journal. Looking for a hole punch. Is this the big one? This is the big one. So, I have somewhere on this Flipper McGee's desk. Can't find them. That's okay. They're here. We may find them as we move along. But they're the reinforcers. I like, when I use this punch, I like to use a reinforcer. So how are we going to decorate this? Let's start out with a building. We'll make this into a building. Yes, I like that. And get the glue uncovered, the glue book. So as I said, I hope you're doing well. I hope life is treating you well and that you're healthy. What's new? What you been doing? What's on your art desk? What's your project for spring? I've got a couple projects going. This is the main one, but I'm also working on my next printable. But I have to confess, I've been more into this than I have been into that project. Let's cut out another building. We gotta, let's make it a bigger building too. I like the shape of this building. Kind of blends in, but that's okay. That's okay. We'll fix that. So I've had some interesting days. Since I was last recording, I worked my 3 days. I worked the midnight shift. I'm a nurse, and those days went well. Can't complain. I'm always grateful when the driving goes good. I'm reaching behind me to grab the old Poscas. Gonna grab this white one and let's see if we can make these buildings show up just a little more. There we go. Looking good, looking good. Okay, couple of windows. there. And this one has kind of some window looking shapes already, and let's just take advantage of that. Sure. And a little square one right here, or a rectangle one. Okay, and let's grab a darker color. I'm going to grab green, and let's just make some little things on top of the buildings. You know, the little air conditioning units and what have yous. And I want to grab a different dark color. And we'll give it a couple of poles. Love the sun. Yes. No, I'm not going to sing my sun song. I had put that in one of my previous videos, and someone said they had that song now stuck in their head. Isn't that funny? There we go. I like that. And then so the airplanes don't run into these poles, we'll stick some little red dots. This building's tall, so I'm going to stick some red lights on the corner of it. And there's our little journal. I'm going to let this dry because the Posca's still a little wet. And we'll pick that one up where we left off. Do you mind if I do another one that's similar? Because I've got several here. Let's go fast. This can be a pocket. And we can decorate that when we put it into the journal. Pop. And I'm going to just square off these top corners just for fun. That one didn't. You know what? People have told me turn these punches around. Those punches are newer to me, and I forget to turn them around. But I'm going to just round the bottom corner of this. There. There. So that can be a pocket. Put it in the done. Where's the done? Over here. All right. This tag, I'm going to turn it over, Julie. Okay. I do try to pay attention. People put such helpful, and I'm serious, helpful things in the comment. I wish I could find my smaller. There it is. My bone folder was hiding it. This is a smaller punch, and it's good for like twine and things like that. We can do that because I'm not going to do any more decorating to that. Get a longer piece here. Fold it in half. Fold it. It's still pretty long. Do I dare? Yeah, I dare. Fold it in half again. Ooh, ooh. Okay. Oh boy. Get a tool. Well, it was a good thought, but that's not going to do it. Now that I've got all that twine. So I was getting ready to go someplace, not sure where. And I grabbed my purse, and I've been noticing, you know, in the back of my mind, that purse is getting awfully heavy. But, you know, it's usually I'm on my way to an appointment or something, and it's grab, go, grab, go. Well, I was going someplace that apparently I didn't need to grab, go. Not sure where, but somewhere. And I just stopped it. It's like, this purse is too heavy. So I decided I got to figure this out. And now my purse, it's beautiful. My sister made it for me. knocking those little things off that I just flew on me. And can I this time control myself and use a smaller? Let's try. Okay, and I'll grab a different color. So I decided I got to figure this out. So I start pulling stuff out. Well, you know, there's my wallet. Of course I need my wallet. Not going to take that out. Sunglasses, yeah, want those. Pulled out a few other things. Kleenex and, you know, what's in your purse. All that kind of stuff. And this purse is a crossbody that like I said, my sister made it for me. And so it's deeper than it is wide. So I'm reaching down into the bowels of my purse. And what do I pull up? Like this. Sharpie markers. 11 of them. 11. Well, I know where that came from. We'll get to that in a minute. Here's a leftover scrap that is old license plates, and I thought, well, that can make a good tag, don't you think? Let's see. This is the bigger one. So pull those out, and in and amongst that is 10 or more. I'm looking for my punch. Lipsticks. Now my lipsticks, I knew as I was getting ready for different events and things that my lipsticks seemed to be getting lower, and I was thinking to myself, well, that's kind of good because that means I've got some little cityscapes here, and let's put one of those on. I think that'll be fun. I'm gonna tear. So yeah, I was thinking, well, that's kind of good because then I'll be able to buy some more lipstick. Yay! Well, there they were. And my lipsticks are kind of the shape of a Sharpie. You know, they're well, I had some of the fat, squatty ones that we're all used to, but I had some of the long, skinny ones in there too. So once I got all that mess out of there, oh, now it fits. It fits. I'm thinking of this. Now it's lighter. Crazy. Get all that stuff out of my purse. Okay. As per other things, this isn't showing up that well because it's so close to this. We need a little something to make it stand out. And I'm thinking something in the line of book page. Now I've got my, here we go. So I've got my scraps nearby. It's too big to have right here. But let's get, this is from my, what do you call it? And it's a, oh, for heaven's sakes. Sometimes words just elude me. Atlas. It's from the Atlas. Now, okay, that'll be fine. Don't mind the straight edge on the one side. Okay, now let's see what this does. Let's get this on. Okay, this is good. I'm going to need to scoot it up pretty much to that where the angle hits. All right, let's just glue this on. I'm going to make it a little bit narrower. And then I'll trim the bottom when once we get it on there. Oh, look at that. I had started the orange Posca pen and I just ran my glue through it. That's okay. I don't even care if it gets on the front. I really don't. Okay, line this up. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Nothing's easy today, huh? It's all right. There we go. Well, I moved it up even higher. And so instead of trimming the bottom, I'm trimming the top. It's okay. There we go. Now, how does our buildings look? Better. Perfect. Nah, nothing's perfect, but better. Maybe I can avoid that orange spot and get some glue stick on here. Ooh. There we go. I do want this to be right up against that corner. Okay. Look. Isn't that cute? Sure it is. Thanks. You guys always say the nicest things. All right, a little bit something heartier up top. Got some of these trims from my sister, and I see one that I already like. This is a scrap. She is an avid quilter, and her work is beautiful. And she's kind to send me her little scraps of things like salvage edges and other various scraps, and I just love it. And I think this blue goes well, and I think it's kind of, I don't know, kind of hippie looking. My sister has some fabrics that are from my mother. Now my mother's 91 years old. So you can imagine some of this fabric is from the 70s. So it very well could be kind of a hippie fashion. All right, can we tighten this up? Maybe if I try one at a time. I don't want to rip the tag. And that's quite a statement. I don't think we need that much. It's all right. These are not fabric scissors, as you can tell, but they're fine. There. I like that tag. You know, I don't have any words, but little words would look good. Or I do have my own little labels. Under here is butterflies. No. Get the other one. Like I said, I do have a lot of little things that are very Victorian, old-fashioned looking, and I don't want that for this particular journal. But I made these little labels. I think that will do. Looks good. Yeah, there's a video on how I made these labels. It's fun. Still have orange on the glue stick. There we go. Okay, into the done pile. I am so glad you're here to help me do this. Means a lot. All right, this was a scrap. I know what it's from, Stamperia, one of the Christmas papers. So what are we going to do with it? It's little. Maybe one of these with the city lights and city buildings. I know I should be putting something under it because the paper's just a little too thin, and that's why my little punch is having trouble, but you know, I don't remember until it's too late. Okay. That's good. Another one? Let's do another one. Yes, I remember now, but we're just going for it. Let's see. Hey, that worked out good. There and there. All right. Little bit of some kind of book pagey thing. Just grab another piece of this and it can go the other way. I don't mind that. It's going horizontal instead of vertical. That's fine. Don't throw that away, Julie. Have you lost your mind? Probably. But we will move on. So my purse is lighter. I'm sure you're all relieved to know that. But it is. Yep. I did find a large number of pens in there, but I give myself grace for that. I've been a nurse for 45 years, more. And back in the day, of course, I'm old enough to say that, I'm 65. Back in the day when we did everything handwritten, long handwritten, there was always somebody around, and it might have been me on some days, who did not have a pen. So I always had it in my mind to have more than one pen. So you'll always find at least two in my satchels or bags or whatever I've got. I'm going to ink this one up, and I'm going to use purple. This one needs inking. I don't ink everything, but when something needs inking, it gets inked. Yeah, I had a few too many pens in the purse. But, like I said, I don't beat myself up over that. Now, the Sharpies. How did I get so many Sharpies, you're wondering? My son, before he moved here, the company he was working for had decided to move to New Jersey. And I'm going back to I want to get something like out of here for this. And he was not going to be moving. They offered, but he was not going to be moving to New Jersey with them. But he helped them pack up the offices and move. And they had stacks of stuff that they just didn't feel was worth paying to move. And so they just had these things in piles. And it was, take what you guys want, because whatever's left on this pile is going in the trash. And that's how he grabbed all those Sharpies. And he's held on to them for a few years and decided that he wasn't going to be using them up fast enough. So he offered them to me. Well, me and a black Sharpie. Are you joking? All right, I'm going to give this, and I don't usually staple tag tops, except when I want it to be kind of industrial. So we'll staple that up there, and that's a sweet little tag. Thanks. Okay, envelope. We're changing it up a little bit. Well, it's going to be a pocket. All right, first thing I want is to round this top like I rounded the bottom. Now that was with a different punch than I'm using now, but that's okay. And it's pretty flimsy paper. So it did better than I expected. Yeah, that looks better. It needs a little trim. I'm sure you can see that. Oh. Let's not do a shoddy job here. All right. Really just something right here. Let's look in the back of the stack. Here I have the pictures that I pulled from magazines and a clothing catalog. And it's getting bigger. Well, that's the biggest, but it's getting bigger as I move in. But here, she's smaller. Can she fit on there? I think she can. Yeah. Let's just give her, hopefully, a straight cut. I think I'll fold it. Might as well measure. I would have been way off. A little bit more up. All right, and then I'm just going to cut that fold off. But I think it'll help me be straighter. Now, how does she fit? She fits good. Yeah, good idea. Thanks, you guys. And I'm going to ink her up around the edge. This is blue, so I think instead of using purple, I like color, but instead of using purple, I'm going to use the Tim Holtz colors. Don't want to use black. And this gray almost looks black. Which one? Oh, brown espresso. I was going to say, I know I've got a brown color besides just vintage photo. Why are you there making that noise? Yes, I get these clothing catalogs that my sister got me hooked into, and the paper is not shiny, it's matte. And the pictures in this particular one had all of the people who were modeling the clothes in a city, and multiple cities. And then I got a few pictures that I pulled out of some magazines, so that's where I got these, because I just wanted city. Now, if there's a kit that is city oriented, I haven't seen it, but I will admit I didn't specifically look. Once I had these catalog pictures, I just felt like I could run with those. I got a little glue on the front. There we go. Okay, she looks good. So this is a kind of a pocket. I hope it fits. Boy, now's the time to think of that, huh? Grabbing the old journal. Will this fit on a page? Just. I may have to trim the sides. I don't care about that. It'll work. All right. Glad we settled that. I realize that my pages are sticking out a little bit. I am going to trim the top, but I'm not going to trim the side because I want to put some, not lace, but I want to put some decorating there. And this does look like it needs some things, but you know, when you start putting things like this in it, then I think, you know, I think it'll be okay. So in it goes into the done. Uh-oh. I started putting the done in here. I don't want to get too mixed up because I had originally started putting the done over here. So we can have a recap. All right. Flip-flop pocket is what I call these. And it needs some city folks. Let's grab another person. I love her. These are too big. These are too big. I'm going to have to go into the pictures I made. Here's a policeman directing traffic. I think he will be better. He will fit better. All right. Now, I'm just going to give it a straight cut. First, I'm going to cut this edge off. Not bad. And then I'm going to give it a fold. Let's see. This is a pocket, so I can tuck him in. I think that'll do. All right, I'm just going to cut the fold off, and I think that helps me keep it straighter. I learned that from Tina over at Shabby Dabby Doodah. Now, I'm going to fold this in. Can I? I want to keep it straight. Okay. Good. Little bit down. Glue it in, Julie. Looking good. I like him. Yes, I know you might be thinking, who likes policemen? Nurses? Yep. It is commonly known amongst us nurse folks that nurses and police officers often become couples. Yeah, we do. I never married a policeman, but dated them. Yep. And the other one is firefighters, nurses and firefighters. And I think it's because, believe it or not, our paths cross quite a bit in our work. Yes. Okay. Again, we're going to be putting things in the pockets. And I kind of like the way this looks. So I think I'm going to leave this as is. We can always, once we're gluing it in, we can always dude it up some more if we want to. All right. More. One more. Okay. Now this is a pocket that I learned from Julie over at Camellia Art Designs, but this is a pocket here. This could go in there. There's a pocket here, and then there's a bigger pocket here. But you can even hardly see because even though I inked it up and the inside paper isn't exactly like the outside, really all kinds of blends in, doesn't it? Maybe we can find a picture to go in here. Let's see. We've got, wait, I got a different one that's more, it's got a red color to it. And I kind of like that with the, yeah, I like her there. But she's obviously too tall. I don't mind cutting off this corner. All right, let's fold her about here. Let's see what we think of this. Now I'm good because that part's glued down. So it can go over that. But do I like it? Or would I rather? I think I would rather have her. We'll cut that off. All right. It's going to be hard to tuck that much in. Let's, first of all, we'll cut this fold. And then I will cut this fold. And now let's see. What do you think? Yep, I think she looks good. Let's, Are these, nah, they're not sticking out too much. Don't second guess. Just glue. Will do. I didn't know how long this decorating would take, but it didn't take as long as I thought. We got through that pretty darn quick. Okay, I know you're sticky now, but you can still go in. Oh boy. Well, let's get this part lined up, because that's the more important part. And let's cut some of this off. so I'm not trying to tuck quite so much in. More. More. All right, now get the bone folder. Lift this up and tuck that in. She's a little short. It'll be fine. What I will do with that is a little ink. I don't see any ink. Yeah, that'll have to do because I like her there. Now though, something up here. Let's get one of those labels again. Hey, don't you fall apart. Well, something to fix later. Wouldn't mind a red one because she's got all that red. Or a green and red. Like that. Maybe another one, a bigger one. Different color. Let's do that. Hey, that makes me a little bit sad. Oh, I see. It's fixable. Fix it later. Oh, have an extra one. We'll use it later. Okay, let's get these on. It's a little, there we go. Good, good. Now this one. If I remember, I'll link the video on how I made these because I still have quite a few. So I don't think I'm going to be doing it anytime real soon. Well, that's good, but what about here now? Isn't that the way? I do like this because I think it matches that brick. I'm going to fold it because this is flimsier than that other paper. Get my circle punch. And hopefully it'll be happier to go through too. Well, not really. Okay, good. Good, good. Good idea, you guys. Thanks. Okay, one more. Why not? I like that. I like the way that looks. Now, you might be saying, you didn't do groups of 3 like people do. I don't always think you need to, but honestly, to me, this looks like 1, 2, 3. That's how that comes off to me. So I think it's just fine. Okay, let's take a look at what we did together. More than you might realize. Okay, make a little space so you can see. And we just finished her. I think she looks great. We've got some of these little tags that I think are just fine on their own. We just trimmed that one up into a pocket. That's good. Then we did the policeman. He looks fine. We did this pocket. That looks good. And then we did this tag, and this tag. This tag needs something. Why did I leave that empty? I know why I left it empty, because I was thinking it needed one of those reinforcers. But let's see what we've got going on in here. Oh, I don't want lace. What about this? What does this say? Be kind, with a B on it. I like the sentiment, and I like the way it looks. Let's see about putting this right through. Don't even need to cut it. I could staple it instead of tie it, and then you'll be able to see the be kind, kinda, sorta. Stapler, please. And there she be. Okay, well, thank you for joining me today. Thank you for all your help. I hope that you like what we created today. I am over 950 subscribers and I need 1,000. So please consider liking and subscribing. Right down here, there's going to be a video that's been picked out just for you, and I will see you over there.